Imagine a single man whose decisions led to the deaths of tens of millions of people and changed the course of history forever. That man was Adolf Hitler. But just how dangerous was he? The answer goes far beyond the battlefield. Hitler rose to power in Germany in 1933, promising to restore the nation's pride after its defeat in World War I. He was a powerful speaker who knew how to manipulate emotions, spreading fear, anger, and false hope. Using propaganda and strict control over the media, he convinced millions that Germany's problems were caused by certain groups of people, especially Jews. Once in power, Hitler quickly transformed Germany into a dictatorship. Political opponents were arrested, free speech disappeared, and anyone who challenged his rule faced imprisonment or death. He built a government based on fear, making himself the absolute authority over the country. But Hitler's greatest danger came from his extreme ideology. He believed that Germans belonged to a so-called superior race and that others were inferior. These racist beliefs led to one of history's darkest chapters, the Holocaust. Under Hitler's orders, around 6 million Jewish people were systematically murdered in concentration and extermination camps. Millions of other victims, including Romani people, disabled individuals, political prisoners, Soviet prisoners of war, and LGBTQ+ people were also persecuted and killed. Hitler's ambitions didn't stop there. In 1939, he invaded Poland, triggering World War II. Over the next 6 years, the conflict spread across Europe, Africa, and Asia, becoming the deadliest war in human history. An estimated 70 to 85 million people lost their lives, including soldiers and civilians. His military campaigns devastated entire cities. Countries were occupied, families were torn apart, and countless people were forced from their homes. Even as Germany's defeat became inevitable, Hitler refused to surrender, prolonging the war and causing even more destruction. One of the reasons Hitler was so dangerous wasn't just his power, it was his ability to convince ordinary people to follow him. Through propaganda, censorship, and intimidation, he created an environment where many supported or tolerated horrific crimes. His regime demonstrates how misinformation, hatred, and unchecked authority can lead to unimaginable consequences. In April 1945, as Allied forces closed in on Berlin, Hitler died by suicide in his bunker. Germany surrendered shortly afterward, bringing the war in Europe to an end. However, the scars left by his actions remain visible to this day. The world learned painful lessons from Hitler's rule. His legacy serves as a warning about the dangers of dictatorship, racism, anti-Semitism, and blind loyalty to authoritarian leaders. It reminds us why protecting democracy, human rights, and freedom of expression is so important. Adolf Hitler wasn't dangerous simply because he commanded an army. He was dangerous because he combined political power, propaganda, and extremist ideology to unleash destruction on a global scale. His actions caused one of the greatest human tragedies in history, and understanding that history is essential to ensuring that such atrocities are never repeated. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it. History isn't just about the past. It's a lesson for the future.